Some wounds don't bleed. They whisper. And the cruelest lies? They're wrapped in love. Meet Sophia Chen. For 8 years, she believed in the architecture of trust, that relationships were built brick by brick, truth by truth, promise by promise. She believed love was a covenant written in shared sacrifices and whispered confessions in the dark. She believed that when someone looks into your eyes and says forever, they've already counted the cost. But betrayal? Betrayal doesn't announce itself with sirens. It doesn't break down doors or shatter windows. It arrives in the space between heartbeats, in the pause before an answer, in the smile that doesn't quite reach the eyes anymore. It lives in the texts that get deleted, the calls taken in another room, the explanations that explain everything except the truth. Tonight, Sophia sits cross-legged on her bedroom floor, surrounded by the wreckage of a life she thought she understood. The apartment is silent except for the hum of the refrigerator and the occasional car passing on the street below. Her laptop glows blue in the darkness, illuminating photographs she's looked at 1,000 times, but tonight, she's seeing them for the first time. There's the photo from their second anniversary. His arm around her waist, her head tilted against his shoulder. The restaurant had been expensive, the wine had been perfect, and he'd given her a necklace with a tiny compass pendant. "So you'll always find your way back to me," he'd said. She's wearing it now, and it feels like an anchor dragging her down. There's the selfie from the beach trip last summer. Salt-sticky hair, sunburned noses, matching ice cream cones. She remembers that day with crystalline clarity, the way he'd laughed when she'd gotten sand in her eyes, the patient way he'd helped her rinse them out, the kiss he'd planted on her forehead afterward. "You're my whole world," he'd murmured against her skin. There's the candid shot his mother took at Christmas. They're standing in front of the tree, his hand resting protectively on her lower back, both of them grinning at something his father said. His family had embraced her completely. His sister calls her for advice. His mother sends her recipes and asks about her day. They were already planning the wedding, though nothing was officially announced yet. But now, each memory has a timestamp. Each smile has a question mark hovering over it like a ghost. Because 3 hours ago, Sophia discovered something that transformed every photograph from a treasure into evidence. Every "I love you" from a promise into a question. Every moment of intimacy from connection into calculation. She scrolls through the messages one more time, even though they're already burned into her brain. You haven't heard the whole story yet. Subscribe now and visit the channel to uncover the complete story and other